Someone, I'm not sure, I haven't seen the video, but apparently the video about Flash says that it can open up 80% of the web. And what's the other 20% that it can't open? What Flash can't it open?
There's people that do Flash, like Flash tan. I don't think you can play Flash tan, but I don't know the details. These guys are
I'm not sure of the precise calls that you can't open, but I do know that it has to do with, this is an implementation of Flashlight, but it's a more recent implementation than anybody else has to this point. But Flashlight is not capable of playing 100% of Flash content. And honestly, I would say, I do know it does have something to do with Flash 10. I also know it has something to do with, there's certain calls that just aren't available to Flashlight that are available to desktop versions of Flash. Not being a programmer, I can't tell you exactly.
But these guys will get back to you on the exact.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
there's more information available from Adobe as well.
But what's cool about it is that you can actually play all the Flash videos. It's the
Yeah.
part that I'm excited about most. Is all the Flash videos, right? Because right now you just get stuck with this open hole. You can't even click it. You can't do anything. You know, the great thing is that you can actually play Flash video in full screen, just as you would expect it. Not like like another pop-up window and go to the other page. So we've done a lot of work there, and it's pretty cool. Did you guys play with the keyboard? Speaking of like fundamental technologies, you guys play with the keyboard. What'd you think?
I liked it.
Predict good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's predictable, yeah.
It's a good story there. His team member.
Yeah, that's great.
Should I tell the story?
Yeah, you can talk about the phone.
The phone?
The phone that developed
The phone that developed the keyboard. The Drunken Thumb. I have a team member that he likes partying a lot. So I said, you get good performance, a good bonus. If you go get drunk, 3 months later, 4 months later, whatever it takes, and you can type back an articulate email that is spell check correct. Like you can actually type when you're drunk. Then you did a good job. He got drunk a lot. But it's great, we actually take a very different approach than the others, the other touchscreen devices. We do a lot of fuzzy logics. So instead of just saying, okay, well, I'm going to hit this key and that's it, right? I don't plan on you hitting it accurately. I plan on you hitting a general area in which you target it. And within that general area, there must be some sort of bullseye focusing of where you were thinking about hitting. And I take that and error correction. And the keyboard actually worked pretty good, right? Pretty good. So.
Can you talk a little bit about, having smartphones is obviously great and it gives us so much more mobility, but at the same time, there's been a bit of this backlash where, you're always online and you're always emailing and you can never get away from work. Is that something that you had in mind, being able to set your phone with different, like the nighttime setting?
Yeah, because email, for example, you set up an email widget. If you have 3 different email accounts, it will ask you which account you want on your widget. Or you want all of them together. Right? Some people manage all their personal account and they just manage all of them in a consolidated way, right? Some people want just work email. But if you set one with work email and one with your Yahoo email, right? By flipping the scene, all your work email is buried lower in the user experience. They're not in your face. But when you're at work, you don't want all your personal email coming up all the time, right? So we thought that was actually a very cool way of enabling people just to even just pushing content around and create different scenes and different user profiles in a lot of ways. But it's more than profiles. So for example, you have a lock screen. Lock screen could have a photo of your business card when you're at work. By changing it real quick, like with scenes, it changes wallpaper, arrangement of all the widgets, and what the widget is publishing as information, the lock screen. I mean, it just changes it all. It's like as if I just picked up his phone, he picked up my phone. It's cool. I think it's going to be one of those trend-breaking nobody can think of doing that today. I think one of the things that will be better. People, I'm looking forward to like 1 year later what people say about that.
What about the chin? Seems a bit more pronounced. Is it? And why? I mean, yeah.
See where you put your thumb?
Yeah.
Natural.
More
Yeah.
pronounced than what?
And another phone with a chin. Find me another phone with a chin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
That one is a developer tool.
I can't develop it. I mean, it is.
It is. Yeah.
It is a lot more.
Yeah.
But that one is not designed for that configuration, right? This one is designed for usability. We took
That's
that
it.
angle so
I mean, so that was
many
because
times.
initially you heard that the reason there was the chin was to protect the trackball.
Yeah,
Is that so? You just took that same concept though, and
it's still the same. But I've solved that already. You know,
you took it a step.
there are many devices out on Earth that has a trackball, so I don't worry about solving that part. I would more care about how something fits in your hand and how you use it and how you hold it. I'm notorious for driving and this is how bad. I shouldn't say it. At least I don't, live in your neighborhood. I drive, I have my device on my stick shift. And I am first gear, second gear, doing that.
When you make one, it changes gear for you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but that's too smart.
We can maybe have one more question. I know that Horace has had a very long day. He's been up since early this morning, making sure that everything went out smoothly today. So maybe if we could have one more, and we can show you all downstairs.
How did you come up with the button placement?
The button configuration or placement?
Yeah.
But you mean the fact that it's on one side versus the other?
Yeah, was it designed by a left-handed person? Because I find it awkward to press as a right-handed person.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
I think it's
interesting because I'm left-handed, but hold the phone in my right hand.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not
Or
really
just why on one side and why on the
Well,
other?
why on one side versus the other is for uniqueness. Because everything seems so centered these days, right? Just a little bit something different just jumps off the shelf a little bit. So that was the main reason to put it there. Second reason, I needed an antenna performance through here. I couldn't put anything in here. So usually what happens is that to clear about 10 millimeter of my antenna boys, they will blast through. In this particular case, I reduced their overall thickness. I have the USB right here. I have the microphone right here. So the microphone already ruined this area a little bit. So if I power it on here, then I can get... It's a lot of science to push these buttons around.
That's interesting.
Yeah, a lot of science. I have a request for you though. You need to update your cool hunting site. I can't tolerate your mobile site.
We're in the midst of it. It's been something that's been on the list for a long time, but
Well, get it up on top of the list. That's horrible. It's horrible, dude.
I'm sorry.
Every time I use it, I'm like, I'll wait till I go home.
No, you're right, and it's something that hopefully within the next 3 weeks, I think.
Okay, cool. I look forward to it.
So, make sure that you get it.
Cool. All right.
Thanks for your
Cool,
time.
man. Thanks for coming out, man. Enjoy London.
We do a first come, first serve, and then take it from there.
Okay, well, we'll see if we'll have to change the islands now, won't we?